Hello, my name is Stephanie Marian, and this video is titled When the Guru Falls. I don't know how old I was, but it was like I suddenly woke to a different world. My head was filled with a buzzing noise, rising with the queasiness. It sat like uneasiness on my heart. He'd lied. The man I loved and looked up to had lied. He carried on oblivious. My father looked at me as he always had, but I was seeing him, it seemed, for the first time. It starts with our parents, as so many of our stories do. There's usually a moment when we realize they're not omnipotent, not always wise. Our desire to be given the answers and shown the way remains, though. There were many more moments like that with my father over the years, and a long road to understanding and forgiveness, longer still to love. As we grow, older siblings, teachers, relatives, and even employers may fill the role of trusted advisor. We encounter religious leaders, respected figures, and gurus and sit at their feet, drawing in their words like air. We want them to tell us what to do. When they fall, as many of them do, our shock and disappointment is profound. In that moment, we become the child we once were, watching our hero go down. It might surprise us to know that we're the ones pushing them. The root of the word guru can be found in the Latin gravis, which means elder or teacher, but the soul of it lies in Sanskrit, defined as mighty or grave. To hold such a mighty position could be grave indeed, especially if you carry the load of others' expectations. I've met many gurus, teachers, or others of their ilk over the years. A Jesuit priest I corresponded with sent me beautiful letters, full of wisdom, intelligence, and spirituality. He also sent me his underpants. A guru I was granted a private audience with explored my astrological chart. Coincidentally, all planetary placements indicated a different kind of exploration with him. On this planet, contrary to predictions, I moved quickly out of his sphere. I've witnessed teachers not teaching anything at all except how not to teach. There have been mentors and spiritual leaders cloaked in fear, hiding behind their roles. Some have been using them like a special immunity card from looking at themselves or the integrity of what they say. Of course, there are exceptions to the above. I've also had some excellent teachers. In fact, irrespective of ego-clouded words and motives more fear than love at times, it doesn't discount everything a person like this has to say. Despite all to the contrary you may hear, we are human for now, and so are they. As humans, our single greatest challenge is to move beyond fear. True freedom, the truth of who we are, is found there too. This is not a one-off operation, it's potentially a lifetime's work. Fear is many-layered and rises to the surface as we grow. The more we expand in self-awareness, in some ways the harder our ego has to work to hide fear from us. In line with that, the greater the denial of it can be for this type of person. We are all on this human journey. As well as being challenged to move beyond fear, we are similarly possessed of an exceptional tool for this task. That tool is our own wisdom. Not that which lies solely in the mind, but is felt in the heart. It's the voice beyond the chatter, past doubt, anxiety, self-criticism, and control, and it can be heard in the silence. Some call it intuition or instinct. I call it home. This is the well from which the teacher draws, an unlimited source. It will always give you exactly what you need. How do you tell if the water is pure then? This is where that tool is so valuable because it doesn't just whisper our truth in quiet moments, it can also be used as a filter. It works the same way in the calm of the mind at rest. Those wise words may then be filtered and what is for you will be revealed. This way you let go of someone else's ego and fear, and all you are left with is the pure water you need. You really are your own guru, teacher, and parent. You hold the answers. If this sounds like nice but unrealistic words, just try it. Take something small that someone says or advises and put it through that filter. No matter what the answer, trust it and see what happens. You'll learn to recognize that quiet voice. You'll discover it never leads you astray. Where does that leave the guru, and how are we responsible for their fall? We are the ones who make them fall for two reasons. One is that no one can live up to that standard. No one. They face challenges too, and our need to hold them there comes from fear. If you've been listening to my videos, you'll know that fear always attracts more fear or fear-inducing events. Like attracts like. In this way, you're asking for them to let you down. The second reason we're implicated in their fall is admirable. When we realize that we hold the answers within, we no longer need to sit at their feet. We've graduated to the school of self, where awareness and answers live, and much more. I'm so grateful to all my teachers and for the ones I've yet to meet. Revealing their humanity and need for growth has been a mirror for my own. It's helped keep me real. Know that I'm telling you to filter my words too. I'm as able to fall as any. With this understanding, we can return to where we began in life, having moved through our disappointment to forgiveness to arrive at love. That's drawn straight from the well. It's pure and it requires no filtering at all.